The darkness continues.
When we do talk about white
Think
people,
about
most
this.
of us, we talk about white people as if they are all rich, they are all millionaires, they all have these jobs, they all have this, they all have that. Let me tell you, all right, I live around white people. All right. I don't live around all white people, but white people live in my neighborhood. And let me tell you something. All white people are not rich. All white people don't have money. All the white people that I live around, some of them I know for a fact that I make more money than they do. For a fact. Not all white people are rich. Not all white people have money. A lot of white people, just like everybody else, they're 9-to-5ers. They're plumbers, they're carpenters, they're landscapers. All right, I know I'm around these people a lot, especially in the summertime because I work on their equipment. A lot of them, they don't have a lot of money. Now, of course, I contract with guys who have big businesses. You know, white boys, they have big businesses. Dudes are like millionaire, damn near, you know. I'm contracted with those guys too that have really, really big businesses. They got like, 10, 15 trucks out there on the road, a crew of 3 guys and each, they doing it big. I know a couple of those too, under contract with a few of them. But I also know some brothers, because believe it or not, because I do have brothers who come to me. I have brothers who I work on their stuff exclusively. I'm under contract with them. They only bring their stuff to me. I know quite a few brothers who have landscape businesses, hardscape businesses. Yeah, I know quite a few brothers. Brothers who do commercial pressure washing. I know brothers who own asphalt businesses. I know brothers who are plumbers. I know a brother who has a tree work business. Yeah, man, it's some brothers out there, man, that's doing some big things. Trust me, especially where I'm at. I know I'm under contract with these guys. I do welding for these guys. I swap engines out for these guys. I modify for these guys. We do sandblasting. We do metal fabrication for these guys. They're there. It's some brothers who own some pretty good sized business. Of course, there's more. In all honesty, now I'm going to be honest. More of my customers are white people. In all honesty, but that being said, I also have Latino dudes come to see me because some of them have businesses too. I'm trying to think, to be honest with right now, the brothers and the Latino traffic that I have, customers that I have, people under contract that I have, I will absolutely say they're close. They're even, to be honest. They are actually pretty even. The brothers and the Latino brothers. All right. That is, in total, that is like 36% of my business. I just want y'all to know, man, that not all white people are rich. They're not. Not all white people are rich. Some of them are actually poor. Some of them are actually broke, and you'd be surprised that a lot of them, they just 9-to-5ers, man. Trust me. Like right now, I'm in Georgia. Right now, I came down here today. Just got here. I'm with wifey. We at our people's house, and I look around. And my people, because my people's place is nice. I mean, they got a nice fucking crib, And guess what? This shit is nicer than the fucking white people that live around here. This shit is nicer. Yeah, this shit's nicer. You know? Shit. That's just the truth. So trust me. All white people are not rich, man. They are not, no matter where you go. I know where I live. Like I said, I'm in Georgia now, y'all. But even where I live, back in North Carolina, man, them white boys, a lot of them white boys, they not rich. They not. They're not. And not all of them even own landscaping businesses. Some of them, they have another business and they use the machinery, they use the commercial machine, to cut the grass that's there. A lot of them, their business isn't even centered around landscaping. They just have a commercial, they have a big commercial machinery, because, they got a lot of grass back there. They got like 2 football fields. So, you can't cut that with a push mower. So they get something, commercial grade, like a hustler or something, and even if they don't have a hustler, they at least got some type of John Deere Z-turn, like a 757, big boy. They out there cutting that with that, and they probably got 2 or 3 people on them, to be honest. So, I deal with a lot of these guys, man. All of these dudes are not rich, man. Nowhere near it. Shit, a lot of them, shit, man. I have more money than they do, and I don't even have a lot of money. I have more money than they do. So it's not like, all white people are these wealthy people and these powerful people just because they happen to be white. That's what gets me when people, kind of elevate them to, because they're white, they're absolutely positively, they have money. No, that's not the case. I've been living around white people for a while, and trust me, you probably have more money than a lot of these people do. Of course, if you go to like an upper echelon neighborhood, where everybody living in, just $5 million homes, that's different. But the everyday rank and file, all right? And I be in some nice neighborhoods, all right? I be in some nice business parks, and trust me, a lot of those people that I go to see and I'm under contract with and got these nice ass building, buy his nice ass house. A lot of those people that I go to see on my mobile calls are brothers, not white people. It be brothers who be having them big old spaces. There's a few white boys that got it like that, but most of the time our mobile calls are brothers who have, they got a big old, they got a huge business, where they do at least $1 million, or more a year, because they pay for the mobile call for a guy to come out. And a lot of them, the only one they want me to come is me. A lot of them, they don't even want me sending nobody there. I have to go. I have to go to those, but those are contract deals. See, I oversee most of the contracts. I don't contract that out to my guys. I do most of those, because we always talk this white supremacy stuff. And I mean, I look around a lot of the white people around me. I mean, they're not even supreme, in the amount of money that they have, the houses that they live in, the cars that they drive. I mean, none of this shit is supreme to me. It doesn't look supreme to me. And I know that when we talk about the whole white supremacy thing, we're talking on a collective basis. I get that part, but
Think about this.
I just don't like the idea of people elevating all white people, to this status when it's patently untrue. It's patently untrue, man. Most white people, and I'm going to say most white people get up every day, go to work, do their job, come home, take care of their kids and wife, just like the rest of us. Also, there are white people who are struggling hard as hell like many of us. There's a lot of white people who don't have cars, who don't have a house. There's a lot of white people who live in public housing and are on welfare and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I wish we would just stop equivocating whiteness with money, whiteness with power, whiteness with this socio-economic status that that is only obtained for the simple fact that they happen to be white. I mean, because it's not true, man. Not true, man. Not true. I've said this throughout this talk that all white people are not rich. All white people do not have money. Most of them are just like you and I. All right? A lot of them punch a clock. A lot of them are unemployed. A lot of them are unemployed too. So when people think poverty, they automatically make black folks the face of it. But that's not necessarily true. For the simple fact that there are more white people in this country than there are black people would dictate that there are probably more poor white people than there are poor black people. So we need to stop with this, white means money. White means rich. White means, educated. White means successful. White means power. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. It's a myth, and it's a myth that a lot of us have bought into because we've been told over and over again that this is how the world works. If you're white, you automatically got money. If you're white, you're automatically living better than everybody else. And it's just not true, man. It's not true. I can't say that enough. So we need to quit putting white people up on this pedestal as if all of them have all of this stuff that the American dream consists of. Because a lot of them don't, man. A lot of them don't. A lot of them live worse than a lot of us. All right? A lot of them, they live a lot worse than we do.
The darkness continues.
It's a myth. It's a myth. It's a myth. It's a myth.
Open your minds.
Only from T.P.O.T. Media. Open your mind.